my name is Annie. I was asked to speak here by Lynn and Rosewood because I'm an alumni of the program, and I definitely found a new way of living through coming here, and I wanted to share a little bit about that with you guys. Everybody refers to it as recovery, so we'll go from there. In terms of what it means to me, I had my eating disorder for my entire adult life. It developed in the first weeks of college. I have some notes, so you're going to see me look for you guys to my notes, or else I'll go off on a tangent. And I'm now almost 40. So I had it through everything I did as an adult. And I was really, really good at hiding it, and nobody knew that this was something that I struggled with for 20 years. And even though I was really good at hiding it to the outside world, it wreaked havoc on both my body and my mind. And fortunately and unfortunately, I wasn't able to really realize that I couldn't do it anymore until I had a child. And he really showed me that I either had to be me or I was gonna, fall apart to this disorder, because it wasn't something, you can't love something wholly, or I wasn't capable of loving him wholly and reconciling that I couldn't love myself, because ultimately that's what my disorder kept telling me, was that I was not worthy of being loved and I wasn't deserving of anything. And yet I had this beautiful and amazing being that did love me for no reason. And so I think that was the initial time when I was like, wow, this is off. And what I mean by all of that in a nutshell is I hit rock bottom. For me, that was the first time where I basically said to myself, either you're going to make one step forward or you're not moving anymore. So the only way was to make one step forward for me at that point. And that is what recovery means to me. Recovery, it's not a plateau, it's not a place, it's not even a thought, it's really a choice. And that day, I started to make those choices. And to this day, I'm still making those choices. And it started with making one very small choice, which was just to, seek help for feeling so down. And that turned into being able to make a few other choices that eventually led me to be able to make the choice to really tackle my eating disorder, because that was the one thing that I held near and dear that I was not capable of letting go of anytime prior. And when I finally was able to come to treatment and to deal with all of the fears that I had around my disorder and what it meant and what it was protecting me from and how it manifested in my behaviors and what those things meant and why they were there, and we analyze it from so many different areas. It wasn't until then that I was really able to get to the bottom of it, to figure out why I kept making those choices. Because that's one of the things I think that a lot of us with the eating disorder really struggle with, is when you do start to realize that you don't really want to make the other choice. Like you keep asking yourself, why do I keep doing it? Why do I keep doing it? And it's, I learned a lot. It's an addiction in a sense. It's a lot like just going back to the same thing that's familiar to you. And so I needed help to break that cycle. And I got that help at treatment. And I was able to really come away with, oh, there are other choices. There are other choices I can make. There are other decisions that can take me in a whole new direction and can take my life in a whole new direction. And so one by one, I started making those choices, and I made them more and more throughout the days. And now, if I have a thought that comes up that reminds me of like a negative belief I used to hold, I'm able to really be like, wow, that is a negative thought. I do not have room for that anymore. And I move on with my day, and I don't attach to those thoughts anymore, because they're not there to help me. They're not there to serve me in any way that's productive. And we have 80,000 thoughts a day, so I can let one go here and there. So to me, recovery really is a stepping stone on a daily basis of making the choices that you need to make to help you get to a place where you can love yourself first, and then you can love the others around you. And if I wasn't able to get to the place where I could really understand what my emotions were and how they were connected to food and how to disconnect that and really enjoy both of them, I wouldn't have been able to make all the choices I've been able to make, and I wouldn't be in the place where I am today, which is I love my life, I love my family, I appreciate the people around me in a way that I've never been able to before. I have a gratitude first lifestyle, which is to not just see the positive in things. It's not about positivity, it's about thankfulness and what I have to be thankful for. And each one of us can always find one thing, and that one thing can really take you to the next day, right? Or the next hour, or wherever you're trying to get. So let's keep this conversation going. I'd love to keep talking with you guys. If you want to reach out, feel free to leave a comment. Lynn will make sure that we can get in touch. And if there's anything that you take away from this, please let it be that we're here with you. We're supportive of you. Wherever you are, reach out.